There's no way you have a problem with the pay to win. There's no shot.
I wanted to truly be prepared to grind mobs, and this is going to lead to another issue I have with the game. The Pearl Shop and the pay to win.
You're coming from Throne and Liberty. What do you mean you have problems with the pay to win? Like, it's like picking up a pile of garbage and then saying, this is nice garbage. But this garbage, I like this garbage much better. What are we talking about? Oh boy.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
I don't want to take full credit for getting Invuln to try BDO. But boys, we got him. Boys, we got him.
So if you've been a regular viewer on the Twitch channel, I have been streaming a new game, Black Desert. Now, if you don't know what Black Desert is, it's basically a sandbox MMO similar to Throne and Liberty, which is my main content I make, but it is quite different in a lot of different ways.
Homie, why do you have a monitor mounted on the wall? Where are we watching you from? Is that a different computer over there? What the f is going on here?
Now, if you are a new player or you don't know anything about this game, I'm proud to announce a new series that I'm working on the channel called In Bum to In God. And the purpose of the series...
Hey. Yeah, okay. The moment he thinks he's in God, I'm literally just going to class buff on my DK with 800 gear score and just roll. Fucking 2-skill him. Nice job, Imbum. Get back to work, pussy. Welcome to BDO, dumbass.
Series is going to be basically a new player's experience, basically 0 to hero. So I'm going to progress on an account that's made
from 1v1 on DK. I don't want to embarrass you.
Scratch all the way to the end game. And
look, I didn't say I was good at DK. I said that I would class buff and one-shot him. And then I would pretend that that made me better than him at my class while maintaining 200 more gear score than my opponent.
Try getting to end game PvP, maybe some live skilling. We're going to try and look at basically every avenue of this game. Now, with Black Desert truly being a sandbox type of MMORPG, it really does give you the freedom to progress the way you want. I had a very weird way that
yeah, you can progress the way you want as long as it is always Charizard accessories, Sovereign, and Dead God armor. Other than that, any way you want to get those items, you are A-okay to do that.
I've progressed through the game, and I'm going to be going for all this in the video on what I've done so far in the first 2 weeks of playing. But in general, there are so many different ways you can progress your gear, level up in the game. It's actually pretty cool, and I've really been enjoying it mostly. And what do I mean by mostly? Don't worry, I'll get into all of the nitty-gritties throughout this video.
Oh,
but
boy.
Yeah, guys, sit back and relax. We're going to be going over a
He's going to hate the questing.
Documentation throughout the series on how I progressed my character from 0 to hero. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so here we go. The beginning of a Black Desert journey. Now, class selection, there are so many classes since I last played ages ago. It's actually insane. I decided to pick warrior because it was the—
and you picked the most basic bitch loser class in the entire game. I can't think of a single warrior main that isn't a complete loser.
Class I last played with, and the purpose of that was to not be too overwhelmed by the game systems, and I knew the basics of the class. I could then learn the game systems, and later down the line, if I really want to switch classes, I could. Also, what's awesome is there is a new tagging feature which gives you the—
That's true. He 100% saw like 9 advertisements for Wukong and said, I don't want to play that shit.
ability to copy gear from your main—
I don't know what it is about Wukong, man. People just don't like the class. In fairness, I saw it. You guys remember I said, I don't like that class. It doesn't look like it's for me. In fairness, it doesn't have tits, so what are you going to do?
Character to another. This means you can play 2 characters. I've yet to use this, but I believe it will become in handy as we progress through the series. As I remember though, character customization is insane in the game, and I'm not interested in this aspect personally, so I decided to use the Beauty Album, which is a feature that allows you to copy other people's character design on your own.
This is how you do it right here. You don't spend hours in the character creator, you just pick somebody else's
character. But if you—
Wooden Giant is crazy.
you are interested in this feature, there is a lot of customization you could do with your character.
Savior's
It's
gonna be
actually
goated.
insane. It's probably the
True.
best in the genre. I also decided to create a seasonal character, which is a great feature in the game where you can get access to your own seasonal servers with an increased progression
It's not an option.
speed. And once you're ready, you've done all the objectives throughout the seasonal server, you can then graduate your character to a normal character. Now, in general, the rewards for progressing throughout the seasonal server is actually really good for a new player. And when you graduate your character, you're going to get a lot of amazing rewards once.
I want his thoughts on the game. Does he have it timestamped? I want to know what he's... I don't care about this part. We all know about this part. I want to know.
As a new player, do I really need to know this? Oh,
okay,
that's
here we
what
go.
I did. Now, once you get in the game, the UI is going to be a little overwhelming. You have a notification every second of just useless information like some player...
Anvil. Tip, because I know you're going to see this. This series should be more about your thoughts on the game and your experience and less so a guide. The people that want to make the guides for the new player experience, you're not going to outcompete them. It's just whether it's me, Chris Polly, Anders, Indaya, Choice, Bicep, like Azure, any of them, because they know the game better than you. And they know how to get around all the systems in the game much more efficiently. So you're not doing yourself any favors by necessarily explaining the game to people. People watch this video because they want to know your thoughts on the game. I want to know what you think of the UI.
Just reached level 10.
Evil do us harm. Yeah, he's great.
Fishing? Like, as a new player, do I really need to know this? There's also an insane amount of buttons on the screen that you can interact with, and when you press escape, there's so many different buttons, it's so extremely overwhelming. Also, the map itself is extremely overwhelming. As a game with a ton of depth and different systems, I do
forgive him, guys. He comes from Throne and Liberty. His standards are low.
understand this will get generally overwhelming.
The Throne and Liberty map is like... that big. In fairness, the game only just came out.
Especially a game that's been in development for a long time. But I honestly feel that the game does a poor job at explaining what doesn't
You discovered more than Hercules? True.
explain at all about most of the systems in the game. Honestly, my Twitch chat has been a huge carry throughout my journey. They've told me about the insane quality of life that honestly this game just does not teach you about. I do recommend for new players to take it slow and just follow the general path of the story.
How in the f do all of you watch a streamer who has a dice rolling icon in the bottom of their screen? How in the f do you guys... It drives me crazy. I legitimately can't unsee it.
To get, familiar with the basic controls and eventually slowly just expand your knowledge throughout the game when it comes to the systems. If you try to learn everything all in one sitting, it's just going to be too much. And there's also tons.
You're welcome.
Of great
Isn't
guides
Thone
out there when you
playing BDO? That's crazy. Sounds like some good bloody content.
It is, Audrey. Welcome in.
really want to get in depth with certain systems. All right, so as we reach level 9, I would then see another player with this cool bright white horse that would literally fly.
Yeah, but the player was... Look at the... Look at this.
Level 9, I would
Look at this moron driving his horse.
then
It's a rookie adventurer. This is a new player pulling out the Peggy for the first time. Look at this dude gets caught on this. The poor guy just wants to fly. The poor guy, he just wants to get his hooves off the ground. He finally gets out of this fucking dish. Then he
cool
he's just dry off.
white horse that would
He's
literally
just jumping into the...
fly over me at maximum speeds, and I would be like,
Oh,
holy
God.
shit, where do I get that thing, and how long is it going to take for me to get that horse? Funnily enough, someone on my Twitch chat then alerted me to the rewards tab, where you can now receive a free...
Which horse does he pick? I think he picks Doom. I think chat's gonna tell him to pick the Peggy, though. I think chat's gonna tell him to pick the Peggy. I think he picks Doom. It's kind of based to pick the DNA, honestly, though.
Difficult horse of your choosing.
I like Doom. I think that the best quality of life for any player in the game is by far the Pegasus. But I think the Doom is the coolest and allows you to play with your friends and stuff. And it makes getting from point A to point B a lot of fun too. So like either of those two are good. The DNA is like, it's baiting you.
There are 3 different horses, the Ardonat, the DNA, and the Doom. They recommended I pick the Ardonat, which honestly I do not regret, and thank you, chat. I went to the stage.
Told you.
I summon my horse, and honestly, wow, getting this horse so early on in the journey is actually insane. You're able to fly at insane speeds, and the general movement of the horse is crazy.
Look how quickly he caught on to the movement of the horse versus the other player that was just dry humping the side of the wall.
This would then...
That's how you know natural born gamer versus total dumbass. Like,
seriously speed up my progression as I can get around Black Desert's insanely massive world 20 times faster. Now, in general, I feel like I started playing Black Desert at a great time. The amount of stuff I'm just getting for free is insane. The amount of stuff they've actually thrown at me for free is kind of overwhelming. As an example,
I should have had him be my mentee.
I would get 10 billion silver. I would then get a shit ton of different, enhancement materials that I don't even know what half of them even do. For example, I've got Jay's hammers and I've got 2 other hammers that I don't even know what to do with. I do find it awesome the amount of free stuff that they do throw at you. So I think it's definitely a great time to get into the game if you want a bunch of boosts to your progression. So this is where my progression will differ to most players. To begin with, I would ignore all the quests and start killing mobs in different areas for XP.
Oh, this video just got a lot better. Oh, this video just got a lot better. Okay, don't do that. Do not do that. It's the worst possible advice you can give a new player. What are you doing? Why did Twitch chat tell him to do this? Are you guys masochists? He said you guided him. He said you helped him.
I would then eventually reach level 26 and I would get an offer. My guild would offer to boost me to level 60. All I would have to do is AFK for an hour. I would then...
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Because somebody came into his chat and was like, oh no, he's... Oh, buddy, I'll just boost you. It's okay. It's okay. I'll just boost you. Guys, if you're a new player, just do the main story. Do not deviate from the path. Stay on the main story. It will level you up automatically. Do not go and grind random low-end level mob zones. That is a 2017 way to play the game.
And take this offer, ride my way through the region of Karmasilv, and get guided through an extremely dangerous area where then I would pop EXP buffs and boost it to level 60.
Underground guide?
For most new players, I would recommend following the story through the regions and leveling up that way. I do not recommend this method, and it is also not available to most new players. After reaching level 60, I would then...
You do not need to get power leveled, to be clear. I think your new player experience is probably going to be about the same whether you get power leveled or not. You got to understand, you get power leveled to level 60. One, you're going to miss out on the leveling experience, which I think is important for a brand new player. I think that leveling up, I don't know about you guys, but leveling up as a new player, remember when you used to like hit K and you would be like, oh, when I hit 57, I get another point in that skill. You know? And you're like, oh, I got to get 58 because then I get my flow on Seed of Catastrophe. You know? Like that was kind of like an important, I felt like that was an important part of the BDO experience. And I strongly recommend you do not get your first character in BDO power leveled. I think that the only time you should get your character in BDO power level is when you've already experienced all that stuff for yourself.
Upgrade my gear for the seasonal pass.
I remember skill points were hard back then.
And prepare for one of the most...
I remember I had to unskill basically everything in my main weapon tree to even take like the first level of my awakening tree. It's crazy.
Horrible experiences I've had in any MMO yet, the main quest line. Now, when we talk about the...
Did he just say it was the worst experience in any MMO?
Most new players. After reaching level 60, I would then upgrade my gear for the seasonal pass and prepare for one of the most horrible experiences I've had in any MMO yet, the main quest line. Now, when we...
The best part is they just reworked it. This is the best version so far. That's fucking crazy, bro. This is literally the best we can do, guys. This is the best that we could possibly do. Holy shit. God, I hope a developer sees this. God, I hope they see this. Because some dev literally spent like hundreds of hours of his time meticulously reworking the whole main story to be good, only to have a new player go, God, it was the worst experience I've ever had in an MMO.
We talk about the main quest line. I think perhaps one of the stupidest things you could do as a newer player. This is to complete every single main quest line consecutively. Now I'm going to be honest here, the main quest
You have to do that anyway as a new player. That's why the main quest line sucks. Like, currently, you literally have to do every single main quest line in order to get various different things. You know, you got to do Mountain of Eternal Winter to eventually get your Labresca. You don't have to do them all at once. But you do eventually have to do Mountain of Eternal Winter to get your Labresca. You have to do Land of the Morning Light to get your Dawn's Gloves, right? Like, and obviously Ancient Stone Chamber gates every single quest line in the game, right? And then you have to do Magnus too. Like, you basically have to do them regardless, unless you choose to buy all of your gear, which is honestly super based. If you literally didn't want to do the main quest that badly that you were like, fuck doing Land of the Morning Light, I bought my Dawn's Gloves. Fuck doing Mountain of Eternal Winter, I just bought my helmet. It's tough to argue with that logic.
questline experience in Black Desert is one of the worst I've had in an MMO to date. I ended up skipping it all by spamming R, and if people were to say, oh, but the story is decent, I simply don't care. The way
Guys, he's one of us. He's he's one of us. Okay, so at a baseline, the reason why we all hate the main story in BDO, we get accused of not reading. It's because BDO overloads you with information constantly. It's information text everywhere, right? There is way too much text and words everywhere. I talk to this guy, I chat, he's got 2 full lines of text here, then he's got another line of text, another line of text, another line of text. I don't even know what the just happened, right? You mouse over any item in your inventory, there's a whole ass description, all just to say, vendor this for 10 mil, right? You mouse over this, there's 9 paragraphs of information here. No, we're not going to sit there and read all. Look how much information. I don't care. Look how much information's on your Nuver, right? Look how much information. Eventually, every player, no one is going to sit here and read every single thing. It's not something that anyone's going to do. I don't even care if you're a librarian. You're not going to do that, right? It's just not going to happen. Maybe you might be interested in the lore or whatever, but there's way too much text basically just built into the game on every item, on every NPC dialogue, on everything on the central market, everywhere. It's too much overload. So what do we do naturally as players? Just skip it all. We get the footnotes, right? The spark notes, the cliff notes, whatever, right? And we're like, I had 10 minutes. Okay. Just sell it to the vendor, right? You just tune it all out. You just book it all out. It's like, yeah, we all give each other shit. Like me particularly, I get shit like, oh, it doesn't read. BDO players don't read. Because we've been trained not to in a crazy way.
the story is presented.
And the worst part, the craziest part, is I would argue that BDO players read more than any other genre of video game for the most part in 2025. Like MMO players in general read far more than Fortnite players do. Because those games are designed to be short form. That's why, guys, you guys all love my long form content. Why? It's because we're all old as okay. We want that long form content. We want the long form progression. We want to take our time. Everybody else, all the kids, the Zoomers and stuff, it's consume as much short form content as possible and move on to the next short form content.
And the amount of art pressing I had to do was horrific. Also, the main story mainly consisted of copy and paste mechanics and not killing.
Why are you doing the Magnus questline and you don't have
any mobs?
Does he not
which
have
is
an
crazy
outfit?
because Black Desert's
Oh, he does have an outfit. He still looks homeless.
combat is its largest strength. I personally don't know why the devs are even putting the time into this part of the game.
Oh, say that again.
Mechanics and not killing any mobs, which is crazy because Black Desert's combat is its largest strength.
True.
I personally don't know why the devs are even putting the time into this part of the game when it just seems like the whole community as a whole hates questing in Black Desert. Just seems a
Yeah, but the developers love questing, and they really want us to love their game. You have to understand he's right. You have to understand who the developers are. They want us to like fall in love like romantically with their game, the lore, the world they've built, etc. And none of us as the consumer give a shit about any of that. Okay? I am just here to goon. Okay? That's what we're here to do. All right? And grind mobs like a complete degenerate. All right? Like we want the combat, we want to see how the gameplay is. We want to get to the game, right? Playing the game proper. Okay? The devs want us to dive into the world. We don't want
A little out of touch, in my opinion. Talking about the combat, though.
This is the only reason
Holy shit, man. The combat is actually insane. The amount of depth in the combos, to the mechanics, to the amazing animations, great sound design, and
The combat in BDO ruined us for other MMOs. I'll say it. It's true. No other MMO will ever reach this level.
impactful nature. For me, it's one of the best combat systems I've ever had the pleasure of playing with. And this is not just...
And it took me a long time to like get over that hump. To get over, well, my Kurt girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like
in the MMO space.
Like I can now enjoy other MMOs that don't have as clean a combat as BDO, but it took some effort.
So I'm talking about video games as a whole.
It took some
Honestly,
effort.
It's just the best part of Black Desert, and in general, the community as a whole will agree that
Good
the combat
with
is
no content.
just...
Shut the f up. We're trying to attract new players here. Don't tell them there's no content. Honestly, it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. It's awesome until you walk behind the curtain. You know what I mean? Like you actually start playing.
Like none other, probably the system that carries Black Desert the most. Fast forward 1 week later, I have finally finished all of Black Desert's main quest lines and ended off at Ulukita.
The story is good. No, it's not. Stop. The story is only good if it engrosses you in the storyline without having to actually have you sit there for 50 hours reading text. Okay, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Do you know why this scene was so good in WoW? It's because you didn't have to read anything. It just happened to you. You just slayed the Lich King, by the way.
Father, is it over?
At long last. No king rules forever, my son.
I see. Only darkness before me.
Like, bro, you don't even have to be a World of Warcraft fan to appreciate how good that was. Okay? That is a good storyline. That's a good cutscene. That grips you. Okay? This is not good. Don't trick yourself into thinking this questline is good.
I then decided to finish off the seasonal pass, do a few side quests here and there, for the Natives Band, pets, and other useful items. Would then get ready to prepare for the next adventure, which is the Infinite...
I see only microtransactions before me. It's perfect because after Wrath of the Lich King, it was kind of a downhill slide for WoW, bro.
HP potion grind. But before we can get there, I wanted to truly be prepared to grind mobs.
Did you see the Blade and Soul story? I have not.
And this is going to lead to another issue I have with the game. The Pearl Shop and the pay to win. Now,
There's no way you have a problem with the pay to win. There's no shot.
I wanted to truly be prepared to grind mobs, and this is going to lead to another issue I have with the game. The Pearl Shop and the pay to win.
You're coming from Throne and Liberty. What do you mean you have problems with the pay to win? Like, It's like picking up a pile of garbage and then saying, this is nice garbage. But this garbage, I like this garbage much better. What are we talking about? You know you don't have a problem with the pay to win. I know I don't have a problem with the pay to win. We all know that we don't have a problem with the pay to win. Stop pretending. I wish it didn't have pay to win. It's not wrong, but you cannot tell me it's actually a problem because you don't care. Also, why have you not bought these? These are absolutely giga.
I'll be honest, the Pearl Shop and the pay to
The 1+1 boxes are always good.
win is actually pretty gross. When it comes to
The
the
pay to win is actually pretty gross. I would say the pay to win in BDO is definitely, it's gotten worse than Throne. That's no question. HT, thanks for the gifted sub to Kelroy. Kelroy, you goated musician son of a bitch, you. Appreciate you. BDO is nothing. Nah. The pay to win in, I will tell you this, Odin Valhalla, that shit's pay to win. That shit is crazy monetized, guys. But if we're talking about like BDO against Throne of Liberty, Throne's like level of pay to win, like how much you have to pay in order to get to like a reasonable gear score or whatever, is honestly how much you have to pay to avoid in-game time. I would say BDO, I'm definitely avoiding a lot more in-game time than Throne. Like, I like paying to win in BDO. I never really paid to win all that. I didn't have to pay to win all that much in Throne. I did a little bit, but didn't really have to do that much. But in BDO, holy shit. Like, it is so easy to do now. It used to be a lot better.
Go watch hentai for 3 hours and come back and you're still bald.
SMNRNDM
makes
tipped
no sense.
$6.90. I'm pissed. In one that just all ends and tunnel vision in one content. I now want the super horse. T11. But I am looked behind Royal Fernroot. YAE. I pray they bring some ways to get more before the horse comes out.
Pray that you get lucky, big man. You got do that daily every day. Do the daily every day. That I did. That's what I had to do. It's hard. It's a grind, brother. But that's what we live BDO about. The fact that you're bitching right now, that you're like, oh, damn it, it's so hard to get my T10 horse. That's what we love so much about the game. The grind. We're going to complain about it. Kicking and screaming the whole way to the finish line. Noob sovereign shoving it up my ass, man. It doesn't mean we don't love it. You know, you bitch about your girlfriend, doesn't mean you don't love her. You bitch about your kids, doesn't mean you don't love them. All right? That's just how it is. That's part of life. This is it. Well, welcome to the game. The part of the T10 horse that sucks is the fact that it's literally time gated. That's annoying. I hate the time gated. I want to be able to just degen the content until I have the item. That's what I want. There's a T11 horse. We're not calling it the dad horse. We're not doing that. That's stupid. My chat literally started spamming dad immediately when they were like, we don't know what to call the horse yet. I'm like, guys, we're not calling it dad. Then the whole chat just dad this, dad that. We're not calling it the dad horse.
Kent.
Yeah, you can't time gate the content. This is why, by the way, BDO is a much more playable game than Throne of Liberty, and the gameplay loop is better. Because, two reasons really. But the primary reason is that none of the content for the most part in BDO is time gated. You sit there and grind for hours. There's like, the T10 is technically time gated. And then your pen Karazad is technically time gated, like Nuve to pen. It's technically time gated. But like most people, it's not gonna matter. That's not gonna be a factor, right? But like the other reason is the fact that the combat's just a lot better, right?
Upgrading your pets, upgrading your fairy, buying maids, gambling loot box.
But I will tell you that the large scale PvP in Throne is significantly better than BDO. Like the systems are just, the PvP systems in Throne are just way better.
And being able to sell costumes to the market for silver is insane. I've heard a decent amount of people defending this with stuff like, oh, but they eventually give you a lot of this for free. Yeah, stop with the copium. I've learned to accept the game as a pay to win, and I'm just turning a blind eye for now, but...
Homie, I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be this guy. But you are sitting here bitching about pay to win and how, oh, I'm going to turn a blind eye for now, but like, I would never do it. But,
it's not great.
you. Acquainting yourself. Look at you. Oh, look at that. Oh, the pay to win is such a problem. Oh, it's such a problem. Oh, it is such a problem. Keep swiping it. Keep swiping it. Holy shit. Give him another 20. Give him another 20. Give it. Guys, I personally agree with him. I think that pay to win in BDO is bullshit and it should be outlawed. Mainly because I already have all my gear. So now we should time gate it for everybody else so that nobody else can catch up to me as quickly. Honestly, the only way. Nugget out. Thanks for the prime, somebody. Appreciate you driving it here.
So after I bought a lot of the convenience items, I upgraded my pets and my ferry. I rode to my first destination, Blood Wolves. This is where I would really start enjoying the game with its awesome combat.
SMNRNDM tipped $5. Ha, did you just say pray to get lucky? Bending that for 5 years never worked for me. Gave up on luck and just complete aggress.
Really? Praying to get lucky doesn't work? I just want to point out, Lisan Al Gaib was in the chat. The Father, Byron, the Son, and the Holy Black Spirit. Oh my God! Lisan Al Gaib! I'm just saying. And if that didn't make you a believer, Apple the Father, Byron, the Son, and the Holy Black Spirit. Oh my God! What the? You must believe. Okay, that's the prayer. All right, that you say the prayer. You chant the words. All right, you have to believe. It's just like Peter Pan. She can't fly unless you believe. All right, your DK is not going to ever you unless you believe she's going to you. For real? Okay. Same shirt. It happened today, dumbass. Yes, it's the same shirt. It's not. Okay, that's the belt. There's no way I was wearing the same shirt on that. No, it's different. We're good. Hold on. Everything's fine. We're good. Everything's good. What is this? What the is going on here? What the we got going on in this category right now?
SMNRNDM tipped $5. OCIA been praying to the wrong entity. Why you know say pray to Rappolas. Be more specific next time. It'll come back tomorrow with Sanctuary and full deck Krazard.
I'm telling you, that guy's a idiot. Frost, you're a dumbass. I don't know why you have that. I'm not opposed to the picture. It makes me look like an alpha. But the petting the head, that's crazy. I'm not a genie. Guys, when you want to succeed, okay, you want to success, Rappolas. Okay. When you want fail stacks, blue. It's not that hard. Okay, it's a very simple concept. Do not f this up. Never f this up. For your own safety, do not f this up. Never pray to me. Always Rappolas if you want success.
Running rotations in search for the first part of the Infinite HP Potion. The Infinite HP Potion is one of the treasure items of Black Desert, and I definitely plan to farm more of these items in the future. One day later, the new class Wukong will come out, and I wanted to check him out, so I decided to graduate my warrior and make my monkey man into a seasonal character. I would then also get it boosted, courtesy of my guild, and would finish the seasonal pass on this character also. I personally had a lot of fun with Wukong, but honestly, he's just not really the class I'm looking for in Black.
The class sucks, guys. I don't get it. It doesn't even look like it feels good to me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know that there are Wukong mains out there that are going to beg to differ, but I'm telling you, there's a lot less people playing Wukong than there was playing Deadeye. Deadeye was a much, much more popular class, and it wasn't just because we wanted to get up in there like, you know what I mean? Like,
Desert, so I just kind of went back to my warrior. After graduating and getting my warrior to level 61, I would then have access to some crazy new rewards. The main items being 2 Pen Blackstar weapon chests and 1 Tet Blackstar weapon chest. To get my Pen Blackstar Awakening weapon, I needed to upgrade my Pen Tuvala weapon to deck.
No way he one-taps this, bro.
Luckily, the game gave me 10 billion silver, which I used.
This is so expensive, by the way, for new players. This is giga expensive. Guys, 50 concentrated stones. Every click is 50 stones with 355 crons. It's expensive.
Upgrade my Pen Tuvala weapon to deck. Luckily, the game gave me 10 billion silver, which I used to achieve this. Now, instead of picking up a Pen Blackstar Awakening and main hand weapon with a Tet Blackstar offhand.
Oh no, is he? Please tell me he took the right Black Stars. Dude, you watched my guide. I told you this. Please don't tell me you picked the offhand.
I decided to do something very unique.
It's not the dumbest thing. It's not the dumbest thing that you could do, but it's getting there. The reason this is so stupid, guys, is because having the Awakening also be a Pen Blackstar gives you a lot more, gives you a lot more monster damage. B, by the time you're looking to go for Sovereign, I mean, if you're really concerned about getting the Sovereign, you could just start by doing the Land of the Morning Light bosses every week and work your way to the Flame. And it would be a lot better. It would be a lot better. This isn't the worst thing, but you are sacrificing about 90 billion or so in about 6 months. And that's not that big of a deal. It's like, okay.
Oh god, okay, well,
This is, by the way, whoever made this Sovereign, to the devs that are watching Copium, whoever made this animation and all of this shit here, this was the coolest. I felt special getting my Sovereign weapon. This was such a cool thing. I don't know. I just love the animation. I like how you put them in there and then... This is really good. Underrated.
oh god, okay, watch the cinematic. This is what happens. This is what happens. Sovereign weapon, baby.
I don't even know why I bothered. Jesus fucking Christ. Literally. Anyway.
Oh
pissed.
my.
I'm pissed.
Now, I don't know how many new players have access to a Sovereign weapon in only a week of playing the game, but I decided to get 2 Pen Blackstar.
Disky, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Appreciate you dropping it here. Guys, if you didn't know, you can subscribe through Amazon Prime and watch no ads.
And smash them together to get a Sovereign Greatsword. Now, I'm not gonna lie, no regrets. This weapon
It's at base. It has no crystal in it. He's
has some crazy drip. I then got a Tet Blackstar main hand.
How did I know? How the fuck did I know? And this is... Bro, we have new players walking around with a base Sovereign weapon and no crystals with a Takro Spirit Stone equipped. You can't make this shit up.
And then spent 4.5 billion on a Pen Kudum, and this is my gear setup.
Stop! No, it's not! He at least did it to try, right? Like, what are we talking about? Bro, there's no way he left it at base. No shot he left this shit at base. I refuse to believe it. He was following my gear guide. What happened?
There isn't like a, I mean, for
What
spirits,
did you do to your hair? Had to be said. Ape. I don't, dude. Not only did it, guys, if you're gonna go, God, if you're gonna go the Sovereign route, it's not the end of the world. That's not the mistake that I'm like upset about here, guys. If you're gonna go the sovereign route, you at least have to hit it to like try, okay? Because it's basically free. The game gives you the fail stacks. Just throw it in there. You don't even do the like. It's not even gonna fail that much. You just at least get it to try, and then put the crystals in it. Like, bro, the crystals are cheap as too. At least take advantage of the fact that you have the sovereign weapon. If you just equip the sovereign, it's a pen black star. It's literally not even better. You just dumpstered a black star.
Yeah, Tuvala armor with Sovereign Awakening weapon.
Whoa. What? Isn't that free? Don't you just click that until it's deck? It doesn't even take fail stacks. It's 100% success rate. Oh. It costs Essence of Dawn. I get that. Okay. To the new players, and you would know this if you watched my gear guide. This is why my gear guide is goated. If you need Essence of Dawn, you will run into this problem where there's literally no Essence of Dawn and you can't snipe it. That's fine. Do not fret. You type in Juan. Hey, look, there's 21 Essence of Dawn right there. You can melt these 1 for 1 with Essence of Dawn. They cost the same amount of money. There's 21 Essence of Dawn right there. Okay. Any of these wand crystals, the top 5 right here. Any of these. You can put orders on these. You'll get them almost immediately. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
Yeah, Tuvala armor with Sovereign Awakening weapon. Alright guys, so now we are in game once again. I'm going to show you guys kind of the...
It's still at base. It's still at base. Did no one tell him? He basically just dumped a black star down the drain. It enhanced the sovereign weapon to at least try, bro. I understand Tet might start getting a little hard. Try is literally free. And put the crystals in it.
Aggression, you know, real time of what I have right here. As you can see here, we've got the Tet Black Star with the
It's not the same AP would have been.
Sovereign Greatsword and Pen Kutum. Just a weird mixture, especially when you see the Pen Tuvala boots here. And as you can see here, we've still got like 2 pen.
I don't even care about the Pen Tuvala boots. He's not following my gear guide. I didn't tell him to do this. He's a idiot. He took Dimtree and then got Labresca. You always get the gloves first because they're the easiest to make the dead god.
Armor is 1 Tet boss armor. We've got Tuvala earrings, but I'm slowly working on all this stuff.
We should just be thankful that he's not wearing Lieber's gloves, to be honest.
Just working on the HP potion over here, and my inventory is a mess. And as you can see, I've got a lot of Cactunax, which is actually worth a lot of money right here, especially for a new player.
What are the chances that this actually has a riding crop?
But if we scroll...
What are the chances that this guy actually has a Manos riding crop?
Down here, oh, pig game popped up. If we scroll down
the
here...
dice is still bouncing. Someone tell him to roll his Black Spirit adventure now. It is still bouncing. And you're going to watch it with me.
We can see I have 83 to the Blood Wolves Oaths, so I've been farming this.
By the way, this is exactly why I don't recommend new players to go for the Sovereign weapon. It's because they don't understand. Like, it takes a certain, like, understanding of the level of the game. Like, if you just take 2 pen black stars, you can just equip those. It's idiot proof. You just equip those, you're done. You don't have to worry about it. The Sovereign, you need to tap that to at least try, I would argue, Tet or even pen. At least Tet, probably, in order to get any reasonable amount of value out of it, number 1. Number 2, you have to understand how to put the crystals in it, which means you need to understand which crystals are going to be best for your class, or which crystals are going to be best, or how to put the crystals into the Sovereign weapon. There's just so many ways to f it up. And he shows every way.
We can see
What up, Zero? How you doing, buddy?
I have
I see
83
no problems here. Shut up, Juan.
Blood Wolves Oaths. So I've been farming this up. I didn't get the actual
How you doing, Lamaton? Good to see you, buddy.
but we are looking to farm the full pity piece over here. And if we look at, for example, the Atanus, if we can search it up, which is not going to pop up over here. We can scroll down over here. Here we go. So I got 102 Atanus. What I'm planning to do at the moment is I'm going to use 100 of this for one of the pieces for the HP potion, maybe Sherikan, and I might go farm Forest Renaros or Muramok for more Atanus. It depends what I want to do. I'm not 100% sure. I just want to finish off the kind of Blood Wolves.
Atanus is definitely the way to go for the infinite potion, in my opinion. A lot of people like to grind Blood Wolves because they're degenerates. That's fine. But like, bro, Sherikan, just the Atanus, bro. Fuck that.
Farming. But yeah, man, there was a few things that happened in between over here. He had a few PvP encounters here and there, but you guys can catch that on the stream, you know, live. I'm mostly telling you guys the most important things, the things that I'm going to document down of what I mainly did for progression wise and my experiences and how I feel about systems in the game. In general, this was
Thoroughbred T&L player right there.
more of a probably different video of what these videos will be like in the future, because I just wanted to share a lot of my opinions on kind of some of the core systems of the game, like the Pearl Shop, etc. But yeah, man, I've been really enjoying this game for the most part. Once again, the combat is phenomenal. The game visually looks amazing.
Never mind the fact that he got invited into Coco's Kittens. Homie, you got to drop that guild. You got to I'll make a spot for you and reassemble. It'll be fine. But you can't have gear like that. My reputation is on the line. You can't do some shit with your gear. You understand? You're not allowed. Hercules, I removed him for less. Okay.
And I'm here to once again document, you know, what my experiences are as a new player and in general, the kind of general progression that I will take and how long it will take to get from 0 to hero. If you guys want to watch,
he got kicked already because he's not PvPing. Good. He can join reassembled.
It live, don't
or reconstructed.
Forget to check out the Twitch channel. I'm mostly streaming basically every single day, streaming for quite some hours, you know, grinding, doing everything I can to progress my character. And also, if you guys can help me out for my journey, that would be awesome. I am relatively just basically new to the game. I don't know.
He needs the help, guys. You saw what I just saw. He needs the help. Go help the guy. He's, in fairness, he does fit in
a lot of the systems. If you guys can give me tips and tricks,
hey,
that would be awesome as well. And eventually I will get into a PvP arc where I will learn, you know, node wars. I will learn how to 1v1 more, etc. like that. Just learn my class a bit more. And eventually I'm going to have probably a arc where I'm going to be playing Sage, because I think Sage is an awesome looking class and I want to try it out. But yeah, guys.
Of course you do. Of course he wants to try Sage. Of course he does.
Thanks for watching the video. See you on the Twitch channel and see you on my next video. Peace out, guys.
Flavor of the month, rerolling rat. All right, now let me give my final thoughts on this video real quick. I thought this video was great. Invol, you need to focus more on your thoughts on the game and your experiences in the game. Show us the highlight moments of the game, or like what you liked about it, what you didn't like, how the game's been going for you, etc. Don't teach us how to play the game. We already know how to be. Okay, we already know how to play the fucking game like a moron. We want your experience. That's why people watch these videos. Guys, I would go give it an upvote. Go encourage him. Has he made another one?